Hard trap. Riding all the way, riding all the way, riding all the way. Bring up. Riding all the way, riding all the way, way to the bank.
Yo, what's poppin', ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It's your boys, Aaron Snowman here, back with more video game live streaming awesomeness for your eyes and ears to enjoy. Baby, be sure to hit them buttons down below the video player. Everybody tells you to hit them, so you already know what to do with them. Don't want to spend too much time on that. Be sure to have a great day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time of day it may be for you. I hope you're having a great one. Without further ado, oops, wrong one. Let me do that. Let me do that. All right. And then one more thing. Let me unmute that. Oh. All right. Hit continue game. How's everybody doing today? Hope y'all having a swell day, morning, night, evening. If you're not, well, you know, come and escape with me. We beat the main story of this game last night. Now we just have a couple of like side missions to do. But this is gonna be the last live stream I do of this game. So might be 4 or 5 hours. Haven't decided yet. Or maybe shorter. I don't know. It just depends however long it takes us to do these side missions. That's mainly what I'm going to do. I'm not worried too much about the jukebox. I'll do that off stream. I'm going to get a platinum on this game. Don't worry. I'm like 8. I think 8 if you include, what's it called? So, if you actually include the platinum trophy. Or maybe 9. I can't remember exactly. But, oh, wait. I just remembered. Okay, there might be another stream of this. Actually, okay, because I don't think I'm ready to fight this thing. Until I find the shield. As soon as I find the shield, I'll be ready. Not gonna do this, I'll do this off stream. You know what? I bet you that's the fucking object of power, the fucking shield. I couldn't find that. I'll go back and find that on my own. Kind of want to see what that's about. Okay, so I guess I feel like these just kind of pop up, you know, what a mess, or another fine mess, you know. Heck it, you know what? I'm interested. Let's go talk to the board.
Sorry, Darling asked for any additional materials to be stowed for future instructional videos. He asked for anything.
His corruption manifests in vastly different ways. Some hosts remains largely unchanged, while others are barely recognizable as human. What determines this level of alteration? Is it duration of corruption? It could simply be an evolutionary process, each entity representing a stage of growth in an undiscovered linear progression towards what? Additionally, his entities possess various paranatural abilities. Have they achieved this? Do they gain them from corrupting objects of power? Have they corrupted a single highly talented para-utilitarian and divided their access to paranatural abilities across the network of his corrupted hosts? As a scientist, I'm hindered by the sheer number of questions. It's difficult to identify where one should begin. What is the most pertinent question? How do we kill it? That seems like a good start. Refer to file blank for full report. Wait, who made that?
research staff that any instructional videos are postponed indefinitely. And don't ever touch my work again.
Wow. Alright, Pope. Jeez. You shitting your
Jesse,
Kool-Aid, bud.
good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... Really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored, Jesse, really. Thank you.
Timeline of events. To examine the invasion timeline of events for possible patterns in his behavior, establishing a timeline is difficult at present because the lack of reliable communication between the Bureau sectors and staff. Preliminary models indicate ground zero of the invasion is located within the executive sector. Once it becomes possible to interview surviving personnel, pinpointing the exact location should be feasible. Other outstanding questions that a timeline may help answer: how did the hiss get past the internal lockdown? How does hiss resonance advance through space, deliberately or uniformly? What is their ultimate goal? The outside world, a cross-dimensional destination. Refer to blank for full report. Alright. Where's my picture? Oh, wait. Oh, I can't. Wow. Alright. It really clips my wings in here, huh? Okay. I'm back. Hello.
Do you remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications?
Yeah, I do.
The hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it.
Sick.
That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different hiss corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing.
Alright.
How do you feel
Start at
about
the top,
me
work
taking
our way
over as
down, I guess.
director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I'm still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone.
Yeah.
Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were.
Hell yeah.
We won't ever be like them. When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
Which it all was.
Which it all was, of course.
Ha! Alright.
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
But don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that. So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
That explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
me.
you. Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily.
And here we go.
I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please, Emily. Not even as a joke.
In the Ocean View Motel. Could survivors be hiding inside?
It's possible. I remember a report about a similar incident from '84. The Bureau lost contact with the whole department. The department head was found.
Wait, what? Where's the hotline chamber?
Any luck finding the armory? None. Looks like it got shifted. We have rangers checking each sector. Fuck, whose side is the house on? Alright, we keep looking.
Television proposal. Oh. Oh, God. Based on the success of America Overnight, we would propose the creation of a television series based on superstition and skeptical thought as entertainment in order to popularize these concepts among the civilian population and create less resistance and redirecting information regarding public paranormal events. We can also use a solid media outlet to test paranormal concepts on civilian audiences, see how they react to certain facts presented as fiction in the event that the Bureau ever decides to make certain realities public knowledge. There are various show licenses that would that we could purchase and reboot rather than starting from scratch. One particular property seems promising, especially considering its content and tone are precisely what we're looking for. It's called Night Springs and has been off the air for a few years now. Okay. Yeah.
That fucking ammo.
Hey. Oh. Alright, let's go towards the...
Director Faden did a fine job handling this, especially considering how new she is.
I suppose, but the hiss are still all over the bureau. When is she gonna get them out?
I'm sure she's working on it. It wouldn't kill you to admit she's doing a good job.
Yeah, bitch. Did I ever figure out the point to this room? I guess there wasn't one. Wait. Yep.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench will be...
Moxie? Oldest house is in danger. We open the door. Tree and maintenance. Hurry. Post haste.
Problem in the foundation.
Oh, that's not good.
That was Autie's vacation spot.
It
We
was.
need to check this out.
You're fucking with Autie's vacation spot.
Hold on, chat. Sorry, I gotta clean my glasses. They're fucking filthy. They've also got dog licky marks on them that I kinda can't get out. And two scratches on. Oh, it goes. Oh my god, bro. These are. Well, these are shot already. It's unfortunate. Sorry, chat. I know this is not really what you want to see. Is, you know, my character just standing in this room while I clean my glasses. My poor lenses. Oh no, is that another scratch? What the fuck? Oh, it is. It's hard to see. Chat. I'm like blind without my glasses. I just know that there's two for a fact. On one lens. Whee! Force walk can be bound to an input. Wait, what the hell's force walk? What the fuck are they talking about? Chat, what? What's up, pretty lady? I was about to say, where the fuck's the music at?
Dark, quiet, trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti. So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Boom. Boom, boom.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
The fuck are we at?
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
Okay.
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How did we miss it? Northmore. Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son, the supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Oh no! Okay. Sorry, chat. Let me plug in my controller. Because if I don't, next thing you know, it's just gonna die. Because that message only pops up one time for some reason. Alright.
The foundation. Bottom of the oldest hell. Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead. Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything. Hiss found their way down here too, huh?
Okay. Do I want to know why it's so bright? I don't think so. Oh no! No! Oh. How in the hell do you get over there? Yeah, wait, it goes fucking up. I What the?
Those structures. Is that the astral plane? How is that possible? This is worse than I thought. I need to figure out what's going on.
Whoa! Who the fuck? That was a mistake.
We're using pickaxes now.
Yeah, I knew those weren't eyes. I knew that was a fucking flashlight. Oh, what the fuck? Wait, how the fuck did I make it back here? What the fuck? Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? That didn't make any fucking sense at all. How the fuck did that happen? Foundation accident? What the fuck? Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird... Today he found a weird chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls and a strange black pillar in the center. Kinda looks like the ones at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guests. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Drugging him and carrying him through the upper floors was a real hoot, by the way, but we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in rappelling and orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony, Marcus. Sick. Board Marshall. Wait. This is the right one. It's hella bright out there, dog. Oh, yep, that's the astral.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
Ow, you slut! Wait, what? What?
I wish I brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
Astral copy? With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the entities known as astral copies. The copies bodies are composed of dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by a higher intelligence such as the board remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate they serve as live targets for potential para-utilitarians to practice on. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to note that they appear immune to his corruption. Ah, nice, okay. Oh wait, that was by me. I made that. What the heck? Wait. I don't remember where it was. Or what it was called even. I did that. I made that. Ooh. Wow. Right.
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive!
What?
Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
What? Hello? I didn't see shit, did y'all?
Whoa. This place is huge.
Marshall? Can you hear me?
She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Yeah, we should probably claim this control point. Okay, so I came from there, right? Okay, cave bleed. So, over here's something else, right? Okay. Oh, we can't get through there. Can we? No, we cannot. Oh, there's signs down here. How convenient.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar.
Oh.
Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Hell, we don't even know the rules.
Foundation pillar. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an oxy spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Frood would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, but the fractal mirror in every being given its significant location. I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within that heart, or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier wrote, "The great architect isn't built, it grows." But then, why does the pillar look so different from the rest of the place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see if it's see it as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. The pillar's a monster. Ah! Right. Let's go touch it. Ah! It talks to me! Touch, revere it to enter. Alright, fine. Let's touch the talking rock. What's the worst that could happen? Repair the nil. Repair the nil. This is the director's duty. Plot. Authorized for a single mutual upgrade. Use it to save the Foundation House Bureau. Alright. Oh! Okay. Only one is permitted. Which will you choose / become?
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Oh, I don't know what that means. What this one did. Oh. Shape me.